Alright. We're a little late. But better late than never, right? We're gonna do some Football Manager. We're starting to stream on this beautiful Monday. Had some weather events. Got late coming in from work. But we survived the storm. And we're here to play some Football Manager. Specifically this Palermo save. So, let's get right into it. I'm eating my dinner. Gonna chill for a little bit here on Twitch. And see what we can do. So we got a bit of a recap around the leagues here. Man United winning the Prem so far with 10 games played, 24 points. Atletico Madrid's 27, tied with Real 27. Monaco leading League One in France. Lille in 6th place with 24 points. PSG in 4th with 26. Monaco's kind of running away with that one. Serie A, we got us Palermo, 20 points, 10 games, 4th place. Napoli and Lazio and Fiorentina and Roma are hot on our heels. Juve, 2 points clear at number 1, with both Milan and Inter behind him. Bayern winning Bundesliga so far. And we've got Maritimo in Portugal leading the pack, but this will get sorted out. Their games are kind of the game numbers are kind of all over the place right now. Then the bottom corner, which you can't see because my beautiful face is in the way. Ajax is leading the Eredivisie, 23 points out of 10 games. So overall, pretty good. And Miguel Gutierrez just pulled his thigh muscle for the 3rd time. We're starting to see why he was let go from Madrid, because the guy's injury prone. So we're going to have a doubleheader here with 2 days of rest between our Champions League game and our league game. The league game being more important because we are top of our group right now. In the not Champions League, Europa League. We're going to get to the Champions League eventually. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, well, Laverbe's not happy with his playing time, so we'll try to fix that. Yeah, he's pretty good at stating the obvious. Yes, we're going to attack from the kickoff. We're Palermo. That's what we do. So Des was handed a call up internationally. So we're going to run a smaller team, or not as good of a team, we'll say, on the field for this. So we're going to throw in Cavalieri. We're going to throw in Aristotanio. And, where is he? Fiordelicious going to play, and Luca Ranieri's going to play. We're going to throw on, what is this? Oh, not happy with playing time. Throw on those two. We don't need both of these guys in, so Borello can get a start. The young goalkeeper will give him some option. We'll give Jude a start. And then we'll have Riccardi in. Bove in. When Bove's in, we gotta run. God damn it, I always hate when it does it. When Bove in, we gotta run him here. Because his coach doesn't like him playing in the DM role, which is fine. We can switch it up. We're gonna run Diaz out here as a winger. And then the other thing we're gonna do is now organize some of this. So Titas, Baldini, Emmanuel, we can bring in Indica here. And then we want to bring in Raimondo and Scalvini, and these guys will all be sent home. I think that's fine. Let's go to opposition instructions now. We're playing that 4-2-3-1. We're going to hit these guys where it hurts. Hard tackling on all the advanced players. Weaker foot. I'm going to put him on a defend role. Just so he sits a little further back. Dynamically speaking. And so we're going to run with this. And see how we do. Let's go out there and get a W. Let's get a win to start off the stream, huh? That's our goal. Let's see if we can do it. That was dangerous right there. We only have 35% possession right now. That is horrible. The other game in the group is exciting. Lille tying it up. 1-1. And Bove gets a yellow. Almost no highlights and no possession. We'll throw on Emmanuel. We're going to switch to this narrow formation and see how this goes. Try to punch a hole through the middle. Our B team is not that good, right? That's part of the problem. Uh-oh. Please call that back, but I think he's onside. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, blatantly offside. Then he gets injured like 2 minutes later. Crazy. Laverbe heads it away. We have a huge possession problem. Lille now up 3-1. Up 4-1. And our statistics have not improved whatsoever. See if we can bring on Maldini. See if we can try to get a goal here. For the B team to be doing this well is kind of nice. And by this well, I mean, like, yeah, it sucks we're not going to win, maybe, but we didn't get blown out. We're trying to optimize our commitments between the league and the Europa League. And this was not a must-win game for us. We've only got a 2-day break. So... and our goal is not to win the Europa League. Our goal is to win... or sorry, rather to get into the Champions League next year by being a top 4 team. So the Serie A League games will always take precedent. And that's what happened here with the schedule congestion. And my wingbacks just suck. Look like the ref got in the way there with that ball. Here they come in on the transition now. Finding Raimondo, finds Bell. We've got numbers forward. And there's a shot like that. Give and go, Riccardi picks it up. Maldini is free. Cross the ball, Maldini. Damn it, he didn't see it. There he goes. But that is going to be called off. Oh! Let's go. I don't know how he was stayed on side there. That's incredible. Wow. Talk about cutting that close. Devastating. And that might seal a victory 1-0 for us. In the 89th minute. 4 minutes of added time. We did it, boys. We got a win. We started the stream off with a win. And after 4 games played, we're going to have 9 points. Now tied with Lille on points. That was tough. Get the post-match conference. I was delighted with that late goal. It was awesome. I wouldn't swap him for anyone. You liked it wasn't the Stars. How do you feel about the victory? I'm thrilled because we weren't the strongest team. We were playing the Serie A game like 2 days later. We had to do some squad rotation. We rotated the squad out. Did the business away at home like we needed to. Wow, that game was 5-1. Jesus. All right, Bove's no longer pissed off at me. Good. Now I can put him back where he doesn't want to play. It's funny how that works. Now he won't complain for like 10 more games. We're going to immediately throw him back. Then we're going to have an international break coming up. After this doubleheader. And we got to try to distance ourselves from Lazio, Napoli, Fiorentina, and Roma. We're gonna start this press conference. We're not relegation candidates. We're gonna get the Champions League. What is this nonsense? Yeah, we gotta stick by our coaches that like us. So we're gonna praise them in front of the media. Really? Really? He thinks we're gonna get relegated. We're in the Europa League. We're in 4th place. We're not getting relegated, bro. If there is one thing I would fix in Football Manager, it's the nonsense where you take a small town club and you bring them up top real good, and the calibration is not there for expectations, right? That's big. Milan dropped points. We gotta hope Inter Milan also drop points. That's huge. Potentially huge. So, playing a flat 4-4-2, we're going to go back to this. Raimondo up front, Nicolo, and we're putting the A team back in. Put Titas back in. Look, Touche is gonna have a rare debut here. I think we're just gonna run that. We're gonna go to the match. Hit the dressing room. We're favorites, let's play like it. We're gonna throw some trust down. We're gonna see how we do. Encourage the lads, hopefully we do well. I'll be right back. I'm in a mess. And we're back. Laverbe going in strong there. Oh! Devine had found the channel there and rifled it, but the goalkeeper was able to stop it. And I just realized I did not switch out my center backs, which was kind of dumb. But we have all the good attackers out there. We're going to just attack the ball from day one. So, minute 1. So we should be fine. And this is an onslaught. Oh. Now, Latouche was never had any right to hit that, but we're not going to be upset with him for trying. And try he did. Great passing, great link-up play. Maldini with the ball. Little miscommunication there, but that's okay. Cancellieri going for a strike. Sergio Dest, Cancellieri. Devine, Nicolo. Big ball to Dest. Cuts it across the... Oh. Cancellieri was trying to go back to the wing back. Now we've got a counterattack coming. We may not be able to stop. Larson, out of nowhere, with a crazy strike that dinks in. What a wild ball by Antonucci. And he just YOLOs past my defender like it's nothing. Saved by the post, bringing it in. Guiding it in, and we're now down a goal. Against the run of play. We had all those highlights, and then we just got smacked on the counter. And Raimondo can't seem to get that one in. But boy, are we trying. 7 shots, 2 on target in 20 minutes. Manuel holding the ball up. Laverbe. Now, if we had our other center backs in, that might not have happened. Oh, Raimondo. Devine fired 1-2. Couldn't quite get there. 64% possession. We have all the possession in the world. We're getting shots. We're getting in the way. We're doing good. Emmanuel picks that up. Balamura now. Come on. Dribble forward. Find somebody. Let's switch that over to one of the wings. There you go. Get a run in. That's good. Cancellieri with his feet, and it goes wide. We're going to keep trying, though. Oh! Maldini with a volley from way out wide. You just feel like we should be able to score a goal here. 11 shots, 3 on target, a 1.25 XG. Still surging forward. It's only 26 minutes played. Cancellieri is going to win that ball back. Good job on him. Now he's going to transition into attack. Nicolo through the middle now. Prodding. Finds Raimondo. And he's going to dink that one through in a similar fashion. Bouncing it off the post and into the net. Raimondo has a goal now. Beautiful vision here by Nicolo. He just dribbles past the ref. Slots that through ball in. Through the channel between the wingback and the defender. Raimondo had beaten his man. Was staying onside. And we get a goal to tie it up. 1-1 in 28 minutes of play. That was such a beautiful run of play there. Like, literally, great vision by the advanced playmaker in Nicolo. And really a great instinctive run by the forward. Cancellieri holds up the ball. Devine trusts it over to Maldini. Come on. Ooh, a cutback to Raimondo. Gives it to Maldini, who skies it and was trying to go into that tight corner in the top right. But the angle just wasn't right. Come on. We got Freelancer playing right now. We should be scoring goals. Let's go. I turn it up in my ear, and I might even turn it up on the stream. Let's rock out. Let's get another one. Cancellieri, oh, right off the freaking woodwork. Nicolo. Come on. Let's get another one. Maldini going from wide. And distance, too. Beautiful give and go with Raimondo, and he couldn't get it around the keeper. Every single highlight right now is ours. And you just feel another goal coming. You can just feel it. I can feel it. Let's go up before half. Come on. Oh, let's go. Raimondo with a towering header. 2 goals from the forward. Now, those of you that have been with us from the beginning know that Raimondo had a very early career issue where the man could not score goals to save his life, or the team's life for that matter. And this is now like, in this season in particular, the last 10 games of this season, every time he's come on the field, he's come on in a big way, and he's done a great job. And we see that both of those were delivered by Nicolo, the playmaker. I think we still got another one in us. Terrible ball to Maldini by Raimondo, though. Right after I praise him, he just lays off one of those. So despite playing with the B team center backs, the A team midfield and offense is getting it done right now. Another vision pass. Maldini's got angle. Cragno able to hold on to it. It looked like it was the right angle. It was better than the last couple shots he took. Dest picks it up on the right side. Cancellieri's been very quiet this first half. Kind of uncharacteristic of him. We'll hope to see to get him more involved, and he is right now. Bunch of back pass all the way back to the keeper. Not sure why we're doing that. Trying to find a way through. We're gonna keep searching, prodding. Still can't find a way. Come on, guys. Just on the edge of the area. Dest found a run for Cancellieri, but the defender was smart to cut that out. That'll go over. 2-2 XG with 2 goals, to 1. A double salvo from Raimondo. Oh, that would have been a great header by Maldini if he could set somebody up for that. Carlson now trying to start it. Larson, the scorer. And he found space again. That is not what we were hoping to see. He just literally made Laverbe look stupid. And Rafael just literally goes out there, pulled the defender wide, cut back inside before the defender could even figure out what was going on. Really bad. Nice attempt by the wingback to cross the ball. Nicolo going to pick it up in the midfield. Transition again. Cancellieri now has the opportunity. Got stuffed. 2 minutes of added time. We left the 2 goals were just big transition mistakes. We'll just keep going. I don't want to rip into the lads too bad yet. Despite the flaws, they've got a decent match rating. I love the passing. We have the XG, so we should be able to still crank out a win here. Nicolo, Maldini, Rafael. Latouche to Laverbe, Maldini again, Nicolo. David. Oh, it's a great run by Maldini, but there's no way that he was going to be onside, but I guess it was because they're going to call a corner. Nicolo. And there's just nothing getting by that one defender. Maxime to Devine, Dalamura, and of highlight. They're really weak on that right side, which is I want to push the left wing. Oh, what a crazy ball. Cuts back to Raimondo, Nicolo, Devine. Oh, he was trying to line that up. Des was the intended target there. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Cancellieri broke free, uses his left foot. Cragno going to pick that up. We need another goal. Come on, guys. Let's just go attack. We're just going to go attacking. We're just going to push them forward. We're just going to keep pushing forward. 22 shots, 10 on target. Come on. They've had 2 fluke goals to somehow make this 2-2. Devine gets a yellow. We got to start thinking about subs. Because of that yellow card, we'll probably remove him. Oh, Raimondo found himself some space, looking for some support. Cancellieri finds Maldini, and he hits it wide. Not a right... It's just not the right angle, not the right positioning, just not the right ball to make, right? Not the right play. 3-0 XG, 25 shots, 11 on target, and we still can't get a 3rd goal here. Maldini. Oh, wow. Tonight would have been a spectacular free kick. Dest is exhausted. We're going to have to keep him on, unfortunately. We don't really have a whole lot of options. Raimondo, Rafael, cut back. There you go. Lay it back off to the DM. Emmanuel's got it. Back to the wing back. Crosses over to Cancellieri. Couldn't win the header. He's been really quiet this game. Oh, Raimondo tried to ping one in again to get his hat trick. 63 minutes. We have to break this down. Come on. There should be no excuses here, guys. Great ball to Dest. Looking for the low cross to Raimondo. Was almost there. The defender picked it up. Great positioning by the defense in the opposition. Another big ball. Cancellieri was the intended target with the header there in the middle. Not something he normally does. Dest getting another opportunity to run in and try to cross something. And oh, that's great! Raimondo gets his hat trick. And he has been absolutely incredibile. He's been fantastic. This game, Raimondo getting a hat trick. Literally, he's so on fire this season. Like, I don't want to replace him as a starter. I really don't. It's incredible. Like, a complete 180 from what he was like last year. He's really been developing well. He's been with us on loan for, I think, all 5 years now. This is year number 5 in the save. And he's now finally getting to the point where he's a real threat. Gets a perfect 10 match rating. Emmanuel, we're going to bring him off because he's not doing so hot. He's injured. So Bove going to come in. We're going to drop this back to support. I don't know why that was undefended to begin with. Then we're going to bring on... is there anybody else we can bring on in the midfield? Can we bring on Riccardi? Yeah, let's bring on Riccardi here. Just do a midfield double switch. Pull them out. And despite my nonsense of having the wrong defenders on the field that played the last game 2 days ago, We might still be able to pull out a win here. I'm going to keep the gas on. We're going to hit with the attack still. We should probably pull this back at least. We're not going to go defend. Now the key is we just have to make sure they don't get inside of us and score another crazy wonder goal. Larson looking to get his hat trick. We're going to try to deny that as much as possible. Nicolo picks it up. Maldini finds Raimondo. Looking for Cancellieri, who... Not sure why he chose to do that. I guess that was the only option he had with the defender really tightly marking him. I don't think he was able to control the ball and bring it down. Larson getting free again. That is scary to watch. Bove with a great tackle. Transitioning the play now. Cancellieri is open and he hits the freaking post. That would have secured the game. "85 minutes played, 4-0 XG with 3 goals, 33 shots, 15 on target, 63% possession. Like, we've been dominating this game by the numbers, but the scoreline does not really reflect that total domination. We are ahead, though. That's all that will actually matter when the whistle blows at 90 minutes. Dest finding Maldini. Was pulled too far wide. Okay, Dest wants to be substituted, so we'll bring on Fiordalicio for the ending of this here. Nicolo finds Raimondo, leads it up to Maldini out there on the sideline, and Cancellieri gets a header. But the keeper knows exactly where it's going. 4 minutes of added time now. And we're back in transition on the attack again. Raimondo surging forward, finds Nicolo, who goes from long. Come on, guys, let's hold on to this win. 3-2, we can hold on to it. Come on, Laverbe. Nicolo just sitting on this ball. Kicks out Maldini over there. 30 seconds remaining, hits the sideline. Back to Latouche. Bove goes for glory. Defender clears it, knocks it away. And this is scary. Oh, Delamura in the right spot at the right time. We pick up the ball. Going all the way back to the keeper, back to the defender. Trying to move this ball further forward. Cancellieri able to get through to Maldini, who toe pokes it. Goal kick, and that should be the end, ref. Blow the whistle. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. Let's go. Big kick. Flicked on header. Delamura heads it to the goalkeeper, and that will be full time. And we've got 2 for 2 on the stream. Doing a huge job getting in here. Well done, guys. Amazing victory. Literally couldn't be any better than that. And now we're doing the Lord's work, as they say. 11 games played, 23 points. Taking advantage of closing this gap with Milan. We got to wait to see what Inter does in their match. Hopefully they draw or lose. And Raimondo gets a huge amount of praise. The guy is fantastic. I mean, he's been doing so well. His finishing is up to a 15 now. 21 years old. Great striker. I'm delighted by the comeback. And yes, it was a huge goal. We're masters of our own destiny at this point. I'm delighted. He was absolutely brilliant. And yes, he played a complete game. How impressed have you been with Raimondo scoring at a rate of a goal every 70 minutes? Just goes to show how ridiculous he is. He's like a phenom. It's him and Cancellieri trying to go for that top goal scorer right now. I actually want to see... No, 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 no. Get out of here. So we have Immobile on 10 goals, Victor Osimhen on 9, Raimondo on 7, and Cancellieri on 7. And we've got Keane and Chiesa behind them. Absolutely fantastic. We're going to go on an international break here, it looks like. Diarno has a fractured upper arm. Sucks to be that guy. And so we will have a rest period here. Followed by 1 game, followed by 2 games again. We are now going into November. And our position is looking pretty good. We're where we need to be. We need to be in and around Champions League spot territory, and we are. And let's go Napoli, pulling points away from Inter Milan, winning 1-0, slotting them into the 5th spot. And so with 11 games played across the board now, we've got Juventus with 31 points. 10 wins, 1 draw, no loss. Milan, 8 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses, 27 points. We're next at 23, followed by Inter at 22. And there are only 3 teams that are undefeated right now. It's us, Milan, and Juve. I guarantee we won't be there for much longer being undefeated, but we've got 6 wins, 5 draws. And Inter have 6-4-1. And this is going to get really competitive. 6th all the way up to 3rd now is kind of in the same zone here, even going down into 7th and 8th place, right? This is getting really tight up in here, so we got to be very careful. We got to make sure we finish top 4. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge. It is not going to be easy. But we wouldn't be here and do it if it was easy, right? We're trying to do some amazing things. So we've got 7 players, looks like in the middle of the week, that's going to be on international duty. Top 50. Musiala. Wow, he got bought by Man United from Bayern. Damn. Look at this kid. 18s and 16s and 19s, like all over the place. Dude's a phenom. Jesus. Salah's still looking really good for being 33 years old. I mean, that's incredible. Look at that. 17 acceleration, 16 agility, 18 balance, 17 pace, 17 natural fitness. At 33, you can still run around like the best of them. We got the World Cup squads for the World Cup playoffs. See if Scalvini can talk to him first before we deal with it. Okay, we're gonna talk to Laverbe. We're gonna back down from that. Oh, I wanted to confirm that. Son of a bitch. We'll go back. All right, we're gonna have to deal with that in the winter window along with a bunch of other stuff. Well, this 16-year-old is apparently improving pretty well. Guy's going through the roof. Didn't have a lot to start with. Look at that acceleration, agility, though, and pace and stamina. And work rate. He's a hard worker, but just that's not... This is a case of a physical specimen with zero technical capability whatsoever, right? Off the ball mentally a 6. Passing a 10. Dribbling and crossing, 7-4. Just not going to cut it. We might be able to sell him for some cash if someone's dumb enough to try to pick him up. Okay, this guy we want to keep track of. Now, one thing we haven't done yet in a while, which we really need to start doing on this international break period, is we're going to go look at our scouting. We've kind of been ignoring it. So let's go try that real quick. We'll, Thank you. I was like, he definitely was, because he was not complaining about it anymore. Great technical director, but he's not Italian. He's got high adaptability, though. We don't really need one. We have a GM, so... Jesus, 18-year-old Colombian coming through the Porto system. Getting much better at crossing and dribbling, good technique, high work rate, decent physicals. Way overvalued, though. This guy's kind of intriguing. So you can pretty much play across this whole line here. But transfer value is too high on him. Omar. Paraguayan. Okay, let's go into our scouting. Raspadori would be fantastic to have. He's played 11 games, scored 5 goals for Real this year. Would love to have Esposito, but I don't know if we'll be able to buy him. What's his wage? His wage is 7 million. We all know Mr. Silva. Luka's been sitting out. He came to Napoli for 10 million from us, right? And then 3 appearances, 0 goals. 1 appearance, 0 goals. He's been rotting on the bench. I would love to pick up California if we can. Let's look at some other stuff real quick. Attack, we don't really have anybody here that we're looking for. He's wanted by Leeds. This kid is interesting, the Colombian. Might not be a bad idea to pick him up. He's got a balanced personality. I want to re-scout him. So who's in Argentina right now? Boff is, Pellegrini is. So it's Boff, Pellegrini, or Don Vito. Let Pellegrini scout him. Get an updated report on him. And who's the one in Brazil? Tonino Cruz. Who's the guy in England? Monks. We'll send Monks to go look at the Argentinian that they picked up. So we'll do that too. Durham is wanted. Looks to be bought. Can't believe Eddie Salcido slipped away from us, but it is what it is. Do a new scout out report on him. We know we have Rigeri too. He's wanted by Hertha. Okay, let's go to our assignments now, and let's just rotate through these real quick. We know who Antonucci is, we just played against him. Marco Boff hasn't really found anything of good value. Not surprising though, it's Marco Boff. The American. Good first touch though. Oh, he's going to Young Boys. Ah, damn. Nico Martinez leaving on a free. We are going to put him onto that free end of contracts. This guy's not going to really cut it. The Pellegrini's dug it up about nothing. Don Vito, on the other hand, we all know who Yoshida is because he plays in Serie A. $17 finishing. Ooh, wow, this guy's pretty nice. Keep an eye on him. No one else really piques my interest. Mr. Monks hasn't really found anything. Mr. Colombo. Cassini's interesting. Doesn't scream. Anything crazy to me. Nothing crazy here from Colombo. We know this guy's good, but we'll never be able to buy him. Eunice. Too expensive at this point. Who's he wanted by? Oh, what's going on for that guy? So this guy got caught on everybody's radar. Which means we probably already lost out on him. These two are very interesting to me. The guy on the left is picked up by all the big clubs in Europe right now. But the guy on the right is kind of not known yet. That's the big difference here is the mentals. 6 to 9, 5 to 9, 12 and 15 positioning. He'll end up being 14 on that. Gillett is 19, way too expensive. Youngster at Sporting, too old. Mauricio is wanted by who? Porto, Real Sociedad. This guy's pretty good. Pretty good at crossing the ball. Good marking, good tackling. Just not very fast. But solid. This guy, dribbling, finishing, first touch, all 16s, but he's 23. He's a little too old. Not enough known about him. He's only 19. Interesting. Okay, Patty in. McFarland. Let's keep scouting him. And then I don't think there's anything here that we don't already know about. Who is the scout? Nitti? Okay, so the Colombian we want Sebastian to look at is Moran. I think that'll do it for all of our scouting for now. We got that sorted. Nobody on the naughty list in training, that's good. He's been steadily improving a bit. There's gonna be so many 90U players we can look at, but we're just not gonna be able to sign them all because we only get 2 slots a year. It's annoying. Not really good at big matches. That kind of sucks. Bought him for 9. And he is increasing everywhere, so that's good. We're gonna have Frosinone next in the league. Should be an easy win. The other thing we're gonna have to think about too now is like staff as well. So we're gonna probably go through the staff panel again. João Luis Alfonso, 1818 for Portugal and Brazil. Not as good as Mr. Cruz. Jesus, he's a great general manager. He's also an amazing scout. Costanzi, 19, 20, and 17. What's my current head of youth development look like? Fluid, 433, passing, 532. What is the other guy's stuff? Nah, he plays vertical tiki-taka. I'm not interested in that. That's unfortunate. So Piccini could replace one of my other shitty scouts. Not interested. $18, $19, $14 nationality. Lopez, Portuguese. Who's the one scouting France right now? McFarlane. It would be actually be better than McFarlane, but it's not worth it. Gonzalez would be a better scout for sure than my current scout. No, won't take it. No. I think that's it for scouts. We tried. Medical team, let's see if we can get a better sports scientist. Austrian, not highly adaptable. German, not highly adaptable. So many Germans. Medina, Hernandez, Ospina. No. Okay. We really need better performance analysts. We'll lower this to 16s. Really? Nobody? There we go. Oh, it's so difficult. So many Spanish people. All right. That was a fail. Don't know until you try, though. That's how it works. You gotta always check, because you never know. Oh, God. All right. We got a big run coming up. We got Frosinone, we got a Europa League game, and then we've got another Serie A game. We want to get 6 points to try to win this last match to go top of the group. I'm not gonna change that. Not for him, anyway. No! One day, I'll take it. Frosinone next. Football Club Astana. I forget who the next one is. Praise Cavalier. Nobody's on the naughty list. That's good. I think we'll throw in the young goalkeeper for these two games, and then we'll throw in Titas for Parma. We have an excellent chance. Would you agree these matches add a little extra flavor? I think they're terrific for that. They're a little fragile from that defeat. How do they set things up in terms of attack? We want to go and absolutely dominate from the kickoff. Yes. Lucas Moura. Interesting. It's not really for me to say. It's pleased because we show that we actually know how to defend and not get cards. I play that way on purpose. Mixture of mentality and quality. You're putting together quite the run of form away from home. What's the secret? I think we're here to we'll set up to spoil people's day, and our team is lending itself to being able to get points on the road. So I think we'll run through this sequence of 3 games and then call it. We're going to try to make some progress. Some more progress, despite the fact that we started late. Napoli win against Torino, Milan win against Sampdoria, Inter barely win against Empoli, and Juventus draw, so they will drop points. And so the heat is on for us from Napoli winning that we have to win and continue to stay where we are. So let's go get these 3 points, huh? Let's go do it. Bove's fit. Gutierrez is not fully fit, but he's capable. Good to know. All right, so we're gonna put on Borello. We're gonna put on Indica again, and we're gonna put on Scalvini. They haven't played in a while together. Where is Miguel? You can come in for somebody. Pirola. Fiordalicio will send you out there. Touche can sit on the bench. We can bring him on as a sub. We're gonna run Raimondo, Cancelliere, Maldini out front. We're gonna run our A team. We're gonna put the other goalkeeper in. Throw you on support. So I'm gonna throw Cavalieri in here instead. We're gonna try to mix this up a bit. We'll run with that. Should have no problem here in getting these 3 points. Let's go out and do that. Shout some encouragement to the lads. Let's go out there, dominate from the kickoff. Come on now. Big boot forward by their keeper. Dest with the ball. Raimondo's tired. Probably should have put him off, but that's okay. We'll sub him out in the second half. We'll bring on either Diaz or someone else. Lasmi, Dest. There we go. Cancelliere. Big ball to Raimondo in the channel. Went wide, finds Nicolo up at the top of the box. Big run by Fiordalicio. Cancelliere goes in for the header, but Gregorio is going to hold on to that. Opening first 6 minutes, looking very strong with Palermo. We should be there 17th in the league, and we are 3rd/4th/ maybe 2nd. I think we're 3rd. If we win this game, we'll be 3rd. Come on. Sanabria. Woo! Borello with a huge save on that free kick. Scalvini getting a yellow. Almost instantly. Big boot forward. Scalvini gonna pick that up, dribble it forward. Dest. Finds Cancelliere looking for something, and he just skies it. He just hasn't found form. He's just not been looking good. 4 shots, 1 on target, 0.35 XG, 58% possession. Not too bad, but still not great. Encourage the lads again. Maldini striking up, and oi! Goalkeeper turns it around. Denied a great goal, they say, and I would agree. Nicolo with the corner now. Indica gets a goal. There we go. 1 in, 1 done. Set piece, we'll take it from the defender. Raimondo, I guess, came off of international duty, not feeling so hot. Cancelliere. Surging forward. Dest, Maldini to Raimondo, and it doesn't work out, and the defender is going to pick it up. Boots it clear. We're going to stay attacking stance for a bit. I want to see if we can get 2 before half. Just try to push for it. Why is Armando so exhausted? We're just gonna take him off at halftime. That's a real mess up by my part. Put Bell in. Manuel to Cancellieri, missed the header. Free kick though, because he was shoved by Sanabria. Dest with the free kick. Cavalieri, Scalvini, back. Manuel, Scalvini. Big boot to Dest out there on the wide side of the field. Bell. Ooh. A big high arc header that just went over the bar. But ever so slightly. Big boot by the keeper here. Scalvini wins the header. Bell's going to hold it up. And Manuel was looking for that through ball pass. The defender cut that one out. And Lasme blocked by Scalvini. Sanabria now. Indica heads it clear. Sanabria again with an opportunity. Nicolo completely dispatches him, ending the highlight. We are still not on a second goal yet here. Fiordalicio on the left boots it off the freaking winger who blocks the ball. Another attempt to Bell. Controls it, flicked it, blocked. And after 55 minutes, 12 shots, only 4 on target. I want to put on work ball in the box or something. Nicolo, Scalvini heading it wide. Nicolo, Emmanuel, back to Scalvini. Come on now. Okay, good. Bell with the ball. Cancellieri with a crazy run. What is he going to do with it? Pivots it back. Tried to go to Dest. Terrible decision by the Wizard. Oh, Bell with a run in, and he gets a goal. Not sure how the ball worked its way into the net there. It looked like a knuckleball of some kind. And with that, we can dial this back. Let's look at the replay. Indica to Emmanuel. Nicolo pinpoints Maldini. They give a give and go here, and he hits it with his left foot, and it's just the keeper just couldn't get his hands to it. Too much of a rocket. We go back to balanced play. Safe and secure with 2 goals now. I'm also going to dial this back a bit in transition. We're already doing slow pace down. Okay, that's fine. So I will actually take off Cancellieri because he's not playing well. And we're going to go put on Aristitanio. Give him some playing time as well. And then we might be able to pull off Maldini. Give Diaz some time as well. Give him a break. Oh, that was terribly offside. Now, the mid-game in the middle of the week, we can play basically a B team and should be able to win no problem. Whoa, Maldini was so close. Nicolo. Indica. And I don't think that'll count. But if it does, that'd be great for the youngster. Yeah, that's what I thought. Way offside. Oh, great run by Cavalieri, and he chips the keeper? What? The youngster. What a cheeky attempt by the young lad in midfield. Cavalieri denied a great goal, and then 2 minutes later, look at this run-through play that he does here. Nicolo gives it to Bell, finds Cavalieri on the run, found between the defenders, and then he chips the ball over the keeper to put it into the back of the net, and he's got a goal to his name, legitimately. And so we're going to command this 3-0 win, as we should have, against Frosinone, and that's a card. And Zampano going to get a yellow, giving us a free kick. Nicolo going to pick this and kick it, and he gives it to Maldini, gives it back to Nicolo, dribbles up forward. Edge of the box now, the defender dispatched. Counter attack by Frosinone. Come on, let's get reshaping here. Wide open on this right side. Wow. Wow. Wow, Scalvini, wow. I don't even want to watch that again. What an embarrassing own goal. Almost a goal there, in off the freaking crossbar, but cleared away on the line. And the ref should be blowing the whistle here any moment now. Maldini intercepts. Up to Cavalieri. Aristitanio was looking for Bell, but he had pulled back from that run. And Gregorio going to kick this forward. That should be the end. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. That looks like it was in from goal line technology, but I don't know why they waited so long to do that. Dash to Cavalieri, and that's the end. We get our 3 points where we need it. And so after 12 games played, we are 4 points from second, 6 points off the top, and 1 point clear from fourth, and 4 points clear of fifth. We're doing what we need to do. We're trying to hold on as best we can to a Champions League spot. We've had 18 games unbeaten so far. In the league, that is. Daniel Cavalieri netted his first goal today after coming through the club's academy. You must share the delight at seeing a young player come through the ranks. Yes, we put a great emphasis on youth development. Maldini's been literally brilliant. How have our financials been? So our balance is increasing, albeit slowly. We had a huge revenue bump, and then we just went down in the dumps for that. With the profit loss margin of the month, and our revenue came down. Three days, and we play again. Then 2 days, then we play again. Roma dropped some points against Fiorentina. He's not shown the quality to play. That is 100% true. The youngster he's improving. He's improving pretty good. Getting better. Wow. Torn abdominal muscle. 2 months. Jesus. Paulo Romero, I don't know why everybody's interested in him. He's wanted by Arsenal. Okay, so Franca is being looked at. Right now. Sabella's a problem because what we really want to do is try to sell him for money if we can. Franca, on the other hand, we could just use him like straight up. This guy's fantastic. Okay, at least those are getting worked on. That's important. I don't think it's a problem. We'll be fine. We're looking at Lille's player. We're not. We made a commitment to playing attacking football. We're going to continue to do that. We need to make sure we play to the best of our abilities. We don't want to lose top spot in the group. So with this, we can secure first place in the group for the Europa League, and then hopefully we can win against Parma and Sampdoria. This will be a real test for the team because we got 4 games back to back to back going into the end of the year here. You know, we're using you, Luca. We're just not using you as well as you would hope. And of course, Gutierrez cannot resolve the issue because he's useless. Why even give me that option if y'all can't even figure it out? Like, that's what's annoying. But the question is Raymondo fit enough to play in this game or not? We'll put Diaz on the wing. I'd rather wait, honestly. We're gonna run the B team for the most part. We'll put Bell in. We're gonna put Dallamura in. We're gonna put in Laverbe. Risatanio goes in. Devine will go in this time. We'll bring in Riccardi. Bove can come in. What's his ability here? Okay, we'll have to just track him then. Gutierrez goes in. Fiordalicio goes in. We're leaving the young goalkeeper in. And then Luca Ranieri we want to bring in here because we can only go up to 8, so we'll go in instead of Dest. Diaz comes in for Maldini. Switch him to a winger. I don't need Ndicka. I almost want to run Cavalieri again over Riccardi. Like, I kind of want to give him, I kind of want to give him that spot. Give Nicolo a break. And then who takes the last spot? That's the question. I'm thinking Cancellieri takes that spot. Yeah, we'll do that just in case we need to pull something out of a rabbit's hat. We should be able to win this game very easily, like very comfortably. That should work. Let's take that to the bank and cash it. Hopefully the check comes out nice. Dressing room. Put on a real show, I agree. Have faith, have faith, have faith. Go out there, kick some ass. The youngsters in goal. The loanee from Man United. The Italian that they stole from Italy. We're playing with mostly the B team. And Laverbe was not even interested in contesting that header whatsoever, it looked like. I mean, the guy can't jump, so I don't blame him. Risatanio dribbling to Diaz. Cross blocked. Another corner. Devine. Good turn by Diaz. Cavalieri with it and was trying to move that in with his left foot. Bove at the top of the box. Come on, Devine again. For some reason, thought he could find a shot on goal. Not sure why he did that. Another corner. We're just getting all the corners up there for some reason. Ugh. The 10 minutes gone. All the highlights are ours. 54% possession, 3 shots. Only 1 on target. Man, they're playing this. I hate this. This is a 4-2-3-1 with these guys just all crammed in here. Almost want to make you a ball winner on defend a bit. Just let you sit further back in case we get countered. Diaz. Oh, great ball to Bell. And he's able to strike that one straight home. And we've got a goal in 24 minutes. Laverbe winning the header, and Diaz giving that nice through ball up over the top of the defense, with Bell finding that space between the defender and the wingback. Lille are ahead against Hoffenheim. And so they will be tied with us on points. So when we both go on to win our games. It would be nice if Hoffenheim actually take points away from Lille, which is actually possible for them to do. As we see, they've just tied it back up. We've completely lost possession of the game, but Astana have had no shots, and we've gotten every single highlight, so I don't really know what to make of that. Diaz, Cavallari off the post! The 17-year-old coming in on a European stage in the Europa League, granted against one of the worst teams in the group, but coming in as the advanced playmaker, the 17-year-old, and then cracking one in off the post. The score to make it 2-0 just before halftime, coming from the Palermo Youth Academy, and is cementing his place on the world stage, the European stage, not the world stage. And that will certainly raise some interest in the young lad's stock, which is good because we don't think he's quality enough to continually play for us long term, but we're looking to maybe try to cash him in for some money. Especially if our new youth intake gets some better players coming through it. Prospective players, I should say. And Gutierrez will probably take him off at halftime, or at least early. Oh, we already had the halftime. We'll take him off in the 60th minute, 65th minute, because he's just trying to gain fitness. We're going to run Cavallari down because he's not going to play the next 2 games. Same thing with Bell. Aristitanio finding Diaz. Big ball to Bell, finds Diaz, and that goes wide. Diaz has been in a weird place. He's playing where we need him to play. He has not been able to really play as an out-and-out striker, which is what he's best at. Which is kind of unfortunate for him, but he supplied both assists, though. So he's still a big player out there, doing really good for the team. And Delamura going to get his own goal with a header, the defender, off the set piece. The corner. Waltzing back off the line and heading that one in. And once again, we knew this was going to be a very comfortable victory for us. And Borello is able to make up for some really shit defending there. Delamora to Bell, finds Diaz. Oh, that's a great run by Bell. Smacked it straight at the keeper, though. Bove. Whipped in ball, and oh, that would have been beautiful if he could actually keep it down, but instead he goes over the goal. Bell looking deadly for another goal here. Wants to get two, get a brace. That'd be awesome for him. Aristotania with the run inside. Defender was able to pick that up. There's no way Diaz is onside. There's literally no way. No. There's no way he was onside. Yeah, there's clearly no way. Great vision, though, by Cavalieri to see the run. Just didn't know that Diaz was pulling a Pippo Inzaghi there. Whoa. Borello really knew that was going wide, because he made no effort to go after it. And what we're going to do is bring on Riccardi for Devine. Flip those two. And Luca Ranieri going to come in over there. Give Gutierrez a break. The rest of these guys, we're going to burn them down because they're not going to play the next match. And Lille looks like they're going to continue to do well. They've got a goal against Hoffenheim. So they'll be tied for points at top of the group. We won against Lille, though, so we beat them on head-to-head record, and we'll have a higher goal difference, which I don't remember which one comes first for sure. But great job by Diaz over there. Finds Riccardi, who was looking for Bell. Just not in the right place, but the guy pulled a 360 to try to get that over there, so I don't blame him for not being able to notice. Great run by Aristotania, but a terrible finish. Ranieri dribbling forward. Diaz finding Bell. Once again. The ball keeps playing down this left side. Diaz doing so well over there. Another ball to Diaz. Another cross by Diaz. Bell getting on the end of it again. And this might be the third highlight where we see the same thing happen again. Now it'll be a corner instead. Verdi goes over. We know those guys are exhausted. We're letting them burn down and burn out because we're not going to play them the next game. We can't risk an injury happening to some of the players on the bench because they will be playing in the next game, which is more important than this one, as it is a league affair. And we got absolutely split on the counter, but holy crap, Borello coming off his line. The young man at 19 years old making a huge stop for us, and Aristotania looking to counter. Terrible ball by the right back. Fiordalicio kind of screwed that up. But that's okay. So we get 3 minutes at a time. 30 seconds remain. The opposition have the ball, and that was very scary watching that little pass back and forth with my goalkeeper. Bove intercepts. Ranieri holds it. Finds Bell. Finds Diaz. Diaz, plenty of time and space. Trying to give the ball to Kenchlier, or not, that's Aristotania. Kenchlieri's not on the field, but he plays there all the time. That's why I thought it was him. That's the end. Dressing room. Nice work. We got what we needed to do. We are going to finish top of the group, hopefully. 5 played. 12 points. Goal difference to 12. Looks like us and Lille will advance. And praise Diaz. Great work out there. Doing really well. And now we've got to deal with Parma and then Sampdoria. 2 must-win games. Nope. 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 This is England. Hello. Hello, this is England. How are you? We're not in England, though. All right, we got our scout reports in, which is very important here. So we know Sabella. We were tracking this guy for a while. He's useful. We found out he's still the same player he's always been. He's just useful. So unless we can get him for cheap, he's not really going to be that great for us. The idea is that if we bring him in, play him for a bit, we could sell him for some money. Now, Frank, on the other hand, is extremely useful. And the reason for that is he's a real out-and-out box-to-box midfielder. 16 finishing, 16 touch, 16 long shots, 16 technique, 18 on teamwork, great balance, decent acceleration and pace. And he brings a new dimension to the team. So this is a must-sign by us. We're going to try to wrap that up next year when we have an EU slot. A non-EU slot, sorry. And so this is very interesting with Gaston because we lost him to Man United. And he's got a laundry list of positives here. But what's interesting is his potential ability is not that rated that high, given his price. Now, you know, first touch 16, passing 16, technique 16, work rate and teamwork is really good. Concentration is good, stamina is good, fitness is good. He's 20, he can still improve quite a bit, but I mean, yeah, he's a halfway decent playmaker, I'll give him that. Considering they bought him for $8 million, he's definitely worth more than that. But there's no way we're going to be able to pry him away or get anything out of him. I still think that might end up being a flop for Man United because the computer is in control. But that's okay. Did you know there's a broken player on FM right now? Yes. Mukoko, yeah, well, actually, let's go see what he's been up to. We're on season 5 here. So, 21 years old. So he went out on loan, it looks like. Played 5 games, 2 goals, 23 games, 5 goals, 33 games, 16 goals. He was signed by Leipzig from Dortmund for $92 million. Who are you talking about? This is what you typed. Who are you talking about? England? The other one? Like, he's impressive, but not that impressive. He is 21, though. He's got a lot of green. We like green here. It's a nice color. Oh, you're saying the new guy is like Mukoko from last season. Is that what you're saying? That makes more sense now. Okay, sorry. I misinterpreted what you were trying to say. He's equivalent to him from last year. That's what you're saying. Yeah, we saw this guy. We just couldn't afford him. That's the thing. So, man, what an interesting career this guy's had. Bayern apparently let him go to Ajax for 21 million. Played a whopping 26 games, 7 goals. And then got traded to Leverkusen the following year for 36. That's interesting. So he didn't really develop as well as maybe if he was in one of our hands, but that's okay. But I mean, I love it though. Look at that. Acceleration and agility is really high. Good first touch. Finishing is a little less to be desired, but that's okay. Good technique though. I could see him blowing up. I could see if we got him early on in the save, like 5 years ago or like 4 years ago, and we built him up, we could probably build him into an absolute monster, right? But the AI did not do well with him, unfortunately. Relative to what we could probably do. He's still a great player, though, but way too expensive for us. We can't afford that. I can't afford his wage. My wage budget is dirt poor because we're Palermo. So Franca is the one we want to buy. The problem I have with him is... I don't have a non-EU slot for him. And Gaston, well, he's good. I don't think he's going to pan out as well as Man United think he is, especially based on my scout. My scout, I know he knows his shit, so... And Sabella's a pickup for next year if we can try to swing it, but I'm not really sure how that'll work. We don't have much payroll left. We have 35 transfer budget, though. So that's good. Tito is on the nasty list. We're going to yell at him even though he's here on a month-to-month. He's the only one not doing well. Oh, come on. I got 3/4 way through the freaking menu. Praise these guys like we always do. Because training is extremely important. So we've got 12 games played. We're at 26 points. We have to win the next game. We gotta keep this pace up. We can't drop points right now. The back half of our season is gonna suck. We gotta make it count now. I don't think it's gonna happen. We're a good side. We should do really well. They're happy and enjoying their soccer, and I think that the mood around the camp will be fine. We shouldn't have a loss. Can you talk about the challenge of playing against a team like Parma, known for their rather direct approach? They're dangerous on the counter, that's for sure. I'm not afraid of them. They're good, but we're better. Milan have been the feel-good story with their brilliant performance defying expectations. I completely disagree with that statement. Can we talk about Palermo, please? Whenever you put that in there, it always ends. Like, that's the magic word. If you say, can we talk about blank your team? They always end the press conference. Every time, without fail. Have you ever, like, done with a press conference and you have that option? Just smack it. Now, we haven't looked at our youth academy in a while. We should probably go in there and see if anybody's popped up recently and exceeding our expectations. Let's go into this dev center real quick. So, like, in our under 20s category, Cristaldi's out on loan still. He's not going to improve. Diurno's out with a massive injury, so his chances of ever becoming decent is long gone. And Di Napoli's the one to look at. But again, this is a case of a 16-year-old with great physical capability, like pace, stamina, agility, acceleration, work rate, and wants to have great teamwork, but then you look at his technical capability and it's all over the place, as in straight garbage. Like, oh wow, he's improving really good at dribbling. He's a freaking 7. He's a 7 as a winger. So he can run up and down this field as an attacking winger, but he can't dribble with the ball. So what's the point of him being out there? Crossing's a 4. So this guy's a dud. And he's 5'7", 125 pounds. He's a little tyke. Hasn't hit puberty yet, so... I think at 16 he would at least start to grow. Oh well. We'll see what the new intake is for this year. Now, Cavalleri's in the senior team, so that's why he's not in the dev center. But he was the one that made it out of that academy in that age group because he is also 17 years old. And he's got a spot in the first team, so he made it out. The other guys didn't, but that's okay. If I get one per year, I'm okay with that. So Milan win and Juventus win. That's pretty par for the course there. We didn't expect anything different than that from them. But now we're gonna have to do the business at home against Parma. We got to keep going. We got to get where our goal is to be in the Champions League next year. We got to be in a top 4 finish. And so we have to make every game count. So let's go in. Let's go do this. So Scalvini comes in. Indica comes in. Where's Dest? Dest is going to come in. The American. What was his loan contract? Optional future fee at 24.5. I almost want to exercise that. Because he's been fantastic for us. But we can also get better options probably for that price. Cancellieri 1,000% is coming back in for this game. Along with Maldini. We're going to put the stalwart man of the hour, which is Raimondo, in. Manuel gonna slide in his normal spot. I think we'll leave Davine on. We're gonna bring in Titas for this one. The youngster Borello is doing really well as a keeper, slowly improving across the board. I think I want to take him off of sweeper keeper. But we'll see. I mean, I just want to train him in more stuff, so. Now, who is this guy? Man United picked him up from Genk. And then we brought him in on loan because we needed a backup and we wanted to develop an Italian. I'm kind of pissed off we couldn't find him before they did. But that's the story of our lives here. Cavalleri's shot and exhausted, we know that. Pirola not going to play. Who's he wanted by? Basile for transfer. Delamura is wanted for transfer. That's kind of annoying. What did we pay for him? We paid 1.8. I'd like to hold on to him. I really don't want to lose him. Because I don't have a way of replacing him. Ndeka's been a great feel-good story for bringing him in on loan. But I think he's too expensive for a buyback fee. And also, I don't think I can pay his wage whatsoever. What's his contract like? Yeah, $6 million? No, no way. He's a one-and-done kind of guy. But he does not take up an EU slot, right? Because even though he's from there, he's French, so that's good. We might want to just try to re-sign him on loan, just to have him on loan for next year. But we're not going to be able to exercise the option to buy from that. This is really an annoying formation to play against. I hate this. And just like a line. It's like a pyramid. But we'll deal with it. We can easily defeat it, I think. Because we've got highly technically skilled players that can play on the wings. And we'll cycle the ball around them. Try to skip through that 2-2-2-2 midfield. And Titas was motivated until we told everybody else the same thing we told him. Encourage the team. And our goal is to get all of our points. Boosie with a run. Maldini picks that up and sends it forward. Not sure what he was thinking there, to be honest. 5-2-2-1 with a three-man defense. Raimondo's gonna have to really try to find his way through there, which he almost did. Okay, Making everybody run around the field. That's not good. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, great steal. Gutierrez, Nicolo. Come on, guys. Find something. Find a hole. Spread him out. Raimondo heads it to Maldini, who's going to cross the ball. No, he's going to send it backwards. Okay. That's fine. A reset. Devine looking for glory. Oh, Cancellieri. He's been really silent this stream. He's had 3 or 4 games now where he hasn't scored. It's kind of scary. The Wizard, who was scoring hat tricks left and right, just fell out of his vein of form for some reason. Hopefully he can rediscover that. Gutierrez finding Raimondo, who decides to go with a crazy weird header that was never going to have a chance of scoring. 3 shots, 1 on target, 11 minutes in. We're getting all the highlights. Nicolo, Devine. Oh, great run by Cancellieri out there on the wing. Now what can he do with that? Gives the ball over, punched away. Nicolo. Very interesting build-up play. And there is no way he's onside. JK, he might be onside. Damn it. But it didn't look like it at all. Yeah, he was released, but it just was a shade too early. But we like that lethal finishing from Raimondo, and he's got the right eye. And he's thinking the right way. Playing with an advanced... They're playing with 2 playmakers in the midfield. That's so bizarre. An advanced playmaker and a deep-lying playmaker with 2 attacking midfielders and a poacher. The hell are they doing? We've got possession. Emmanuel, Nicolo, all the way back to the defender. Back to Nicolo again. There we go. Cancellieri released on a run. Palermo are enjoying themselves. Yeah, well, I will enjoy myself better when I get a goal. How about that? Okay, we're going to go attacking. And we're going to really hope that we can somehow get a goal here before half, because... Well, I'm happy we've had all the highlights, and I like some of the play we're doing. We're just not able to break free. Ospina kicks it forward again. It's another ball for us, going all the way back to Titas. Once again, slowing the play down and trying to build it back up again. Dest way wide and as clear. Woo! Oh! Alfie with a crazy strike from way outside. Dest lays it off to him and he just pulls it and slots it in that bottom corner. What a great ball. What a great goal. See if we can get another one. Raimondo, Gutierrez. Pulling back to Maldini, who I'm not sure if that was a goal opportunity, like trying to score, or like a cross. And Dica gonna pick that up. Gutierrez again, Nicolo, Maldini again, Raimondo beating his man, and he's got it on the right foot, but... couldn't quite get it. Okay, we'll go back to balanced. You weren't that bad. I would have liked to had more than 1 goal by now. Gutierrez is going to fly up that left side. Big whipped in cross, but Ospina going to get to that well before it goes to Kenchlieri at the far post. Here's the thing about subs. I mean, we can bring Diaz in for Maldini, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Oh. Offside. Barreca, Scalvini, good job. Dest again. Devine beating the defender. Oh, Devine, are you kidding me? That is incredible. 2 goals by Alfie. What a cheeky attempt there. Look at this ball by Dest. Does it again. The 2 link up again. Big, long looping ball. The Masala roll. Slot in between the defenders. And is able to volley that off the slide. Puts it in. And he's getting a brace in this game right now. Incredible. Emmanuel, back to Indica. Maldini. Oh, give and go 1-2. Gutierrez going with a loopy cross to Cancellieri. Would have liked it better if he did a lower cross, but that's all right, and we'll just live with it. Another ball to Raimondo. Lazio up by 1 against Monza. Well, that took them a long time to grind that one out. Okay, I think we bring in Diaz, and I think we bring in Aristitanio. Make those changes. Leave Raimondo out there. We're gonna leave Devine, see if he can get a hat trick. Should probably get rid of Dest. Bring on Fiordalicio for Dest. Scalvini with the ball in the middle. Dribbles up forward. Devine through ball to Raimondo. Toe pokes it and skies it. Has not found his form today. Devine's stepping up for the team, though, in a huge way from midfield, getting 2 goals. Redmond. Oh my lord, what a save by Titas. Absolutely incredible stop. Oh, dude, Devine was like going through that entire pack like a bull in a china shop, pushing everybody out of the way, but was not able to get the header that he wanted to get. Diaz with a huge run, and that is questionable. That is interesting and weird. Huge ball by Aristitanio, and he had a massive run. He was at a huge lead out, and then the slide just... maybe if the slide wasn't there, it would have gone in anyway. I'm not sure, but he'll get robbed of that. It'll be an own goal. 3 minutes of added time. We comfortably win 3-0. Ref blow the whistle. And that's the final whistle. Well done, guys. So after 13 games played, we're going to sit in third place with 29 points. And if Inter win, they will keep pace with us. And this is the way it was last year, too, in this division for Serie A. The top 6 are really close together. We finished 5th last year. We didn't get into 4th. We're trying to hold on to 4th plus, so we're going to go for it. That's what we're trying to do. Hopefully we succeed. We've got 19 matches unbeaten. So it's a very top drawer goal. I just want to win games. Let's go look at our schedule and figure out what we got to do here. So Napoli win. Inter win. Oh, Inter draw. So now we are 3 points clear from them as well. Roma drew. Last year it was Juve, AC, Inter, Napoli, and us in 4th. So if we can somehow leapfrog into 3rd and hold on, I'll take it. We've got a final game against Lille here that'll decide who goes top of the group, it looks like. So that'll be kind of interesting. And this run-up right before the end is really brutal. So we've got Sampdoria, Fiorentina, and then we've got Lille. We got 3 really big important games. Monthly financials, we went up to 4 million. That's good. The balance is increasing. That's nice. Everything looks positive over here. You like to see that. And Alfie gets on the Serie A goal of the month. And Indica, Desta, Maldini get on the team for the week. Vote for Onana. We request a summary to inbox. We're going to come right up onto the Sampdoria game. Come on. Get the press conference. Yes, the positive atmosphere is important. Yes, he does. Rusitania will look pretty good. Okay, we got Big Liazzi coming in for the youth team as a physio. Five on the trot. Juventus thumped Fiorentina in game number 14. With Dejan looking really good at 25 years old now. Ah. How do I see my promises again? Okay, we'll put him on the chopping block with the other guy. We just flip and flop. That's it. Okay. He's wanted by a lot of B team clubs for this triple 16 here. We don't need him though for ourselves. Don't need Pedro either. Lima. Eh. He's already 24, he's too old. No. No. Definitely no. I agree, I like this kid. I don't know if we're gonna be able to afford him. Okay, we should probably add him to our short list though for goalkeepers. If he's not already there, he's not. We'll have to go do a scout report on him later. He's 27. Who's he wanted by? A bunch of people. No, I don't need another left back. Esteban Corte. Why are you recommending him to me? Don't need a defender right now. We know how good Estevez is. And he's not as good as you say he is. Tito has finally decided to leave after his month-to-month contract has finally expired, so he will be put to pasture officially. Took long enough. I hate this so much. 3 central defenders with a DM. Oh my god. It's gonna be so hard to deal with this. Went Fiordalicio, I guess, first. Alfiewerk should take off. Throw Bove in. Put you on defend. I would really like to play Raimondo, but he's too tired. Let's go do it. Let's go do it. Encourage the team. Let's see what we can do away at Sampdoria. What a beautiful freaking field right now with all the concentric circles. The field's immaculate. Maldini. Cleared. Picks it up again though. Dribbles back in, looked for a looped ball in. Aguero gonna get it. Sportiello kicks it forward. Scalvini back to Bove. Nicolo. Oh, great job, Bell. Come on, Bell. Oh, just too wide. Sunsu. Oh, come on, you gotta win that ball back. Okay, Nicolo looking for something. Fiordalicio way up high on the right side. Beats his man. Cuts it back. Finds Bell, and he does a toe poke, and the keeper's right there, so he's able to stop it. Monza beating Inter Milan. Hopefully that's actually real and continues. Come on, guys. We're not looking bad. 10 minutes in, 3 shots, 1 on target, a .38 XG. Milan going in against Udinese with Verratti scoring a goal. We've got 60% possession. Come on, they have registered nothing in 14 minutes. Frosinone also beating Napoli right now. If both Napoli and Inter are able to drop points here and we can go with 3, that'd be fantastic. 5 shots, 2 on target, .68 XG. Come on, guys. Let's see the highlight. Napoli crawl one back. Where's the highlight? 7 shots, 3 on target, .8 XG. 60% ball possession. Come on. Oh my god, really? You're going to show a highlight where they're going to just get a fluke goal out of this? Oh my lord, thank God that was high. Great. Who keeps getting burned over here? Gutierrez does. Emmanuel getting tracking. Oh my God, no. Not happy with the way we're playing. What is this garbage? Great ball to Maldini, and he was just high. Inter crawl their game back too. And Gutierrez gets a yellow. Let's go attacking. Try to go get a goal. Nicolo's on a 6-4. They are getting very scary with these like breakaway opportunities. Oh my God, not again. Maldini up the bell. Tons of blue, no pink up there to help him, and he's not going to cross the ball. Terrible ball by Cancellieri, too. Maldini. Wow. All right, we got to do something about Nicolo because he's not playing well. We're going to throw on the youngster. See if he can help us. The 17-year-old in a crucial game. Maldini steps up again, and it's way high. Demand more from the team because we're not playing well. I can take off Cancellieri and Bell. I don't want to take off Bell because I don't really have an option for him. Giordalicio. 145 XG. Come on, we need to break. We need to get through. Oh no. Thank the Lord. Come on. I need something from this game. Gutierrez. Cavalieri. Bove off the freaking bar. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. Find that space. Diaz, let's go. No, don't call that back, ref. No. No. Thank you. What a beautiful ball there by Bove. Diaz with that cutting inside run. Go back to balance. Now we just gotta hope we can hold out for a little bit longer now. "77 minutes gone by, we're up by 1. Diaz with a corner. Delamura off the freaking woodwork again. The post has done more defense than their goddamn keeper. And Cancellieri's been a ghost. "82 minutes gone, 20 shots, 9 on target. 223 XG with only 1 freaking goal. Another highlight for us, Cavalieri. Oh, that's a terrible giveaway. Oh, no. Thank the Lord. Let's start this back up. Gutierrez to Diaz. Cavalieri, Gutierrez. Lays it off to Diaz again. Diaz has an opportunity to cross the ball. Cancellieri gets a goal, come on! And he's on the score sheet. Yes! We're 2-0 up against Sampdoria. And Cancellieri gets back into his scoring ways. I knew between the two, Maldini had a really good first half. I knew Cancellieri could get back into the game. Diaz was the better pick over Risatanio, and that's absolutely fantastic. And this should put this without a shadow of a doubt that we will win this match. 4 minutes of added time. 22 shots, 10 on target, 2.6 XG. We left it late. 1 minute remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Back to the goalkeeper. One more kick forward, hopefully. Castillejo. And blocked. Great job. Gutierrez holds on to it. Delamura. Diaz. Back to Gutierrez. We're just holding the ball up full time. We get the dub. We get the 3 points when we absolutely need it. Nice work. We came back. We're running on fumes, though, right now in this race. 14 games played. So Inter actually do draw and drop points on us yet again. And Napoli, too. Oh, this is huge, guys. This is massive. So Napoli drew. Inter drew. We see that here. So Napoli drew. Inter Milan drew. 14 games played, we're in third place, 32 points. We are 6 points off the pace from first. We are 4 points off the pace from second. We are now starting to get some separation between the rest of the pack here, which is what we need to do if we want to secure Champions League soccer next year. We need to be better than those. So we're starting to pull away now. We're pulled away by 5 points. We got to keep this up. Third highest goal difference as well. Double the goal difference, everybody below us. So we are looking really, really, really good right now. And Diaz, the super sub, came on and was spectacular. We were excellent. That was something of a masterstroke, bringing on Diaz on a subs, reaping almost immediate reward. You must be delighted. Full credit to Diaz for that. I had the faith in the player came through. Yes, we can be pleased with our defense. I expect to see more of the same from him. But I'm super happy with Cancellieri's contributions, and he also got finally on the score sheet, getting rid of his goal drought. And we are looking very good. We got to get 3 more points from Fiorentina. And we need to win against Lille. Of course, Latouche's got problems. Thank you. Actually did it for a change. Nobody on the naughty list for training this time. We've done very well on our schedule, honestly. You know, getting points everywhere. We dropped some points here in the Europa League, but that's okay. But it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off the trot of back-to-back-to-back wins. A draw against Inter, which was also big as well. And so we're doing the business in this first half. Drew against Napoli, drew against Atalanta and Monza. This was drop points, unfortunately. Lazio was a tough game, too. But you can see here, the back half's going to get really difficult because we got Roma, Juve, Milan all back-to-back at the end of the season. We've got Fiorentina, Lille, Udinese, Milan to close out the year, going into the winter transfer window. Yeah, we've had a good run of form so far. We're gonna hope that that continues. We're gonna go attack from the kickoff. That's what we do best as Palermo. Inter win, Juve win, Milan win, Napoli win. Everybody won. So we need to make sure we do the same. This is where we preserve our lead by winning. Torino are back on the chopping block in relegation territory along with Empoli and Venezia. All right, a 4-3-3 versus our 4-3-3. Let's go do this. Tita's going to stay in goal. We're going to bring on Dest. Bring on Raimondo and Devine. Keep everything else the same. I don't think we really need to switch anybody out right now. Everybody looks like they'll be fit. I don't think we need to change anything. Run what we brung. Go for the dub again. We got some inspired folks in the back line. Encourage the team. We're playing at home. Chamberlain. The pink versus the purple. Who's going to come out on top? We hope it's us. We really do. Right now, I'm not happy with any of these statistics whatsoever. Maldini, what are you doing? Okay. Good job. Try to find a hole. There you go. We got to run in over there on the left. Find the hole. There you go. Great job. Oh, yeah. Oh. Raimondo collects the ball. Gutierrez. Oh, come on, guys. Focus. There you go. Oh. Starting to look a little better, but we have no possession in this game. Scalvini's gonna get a yellow. 8 shots, 1 on target, 0.75 XG. They got 07. We get a highlight here with Dest at the throw. Devine, back to Dest, crossed Raimondo! And Maldini heads it. We're making their goalkeeper scramble all over the place. We haven't been able to find a way through yet. Indika with a surging run all the way through and even goes for glory himself. "11 shots, 4 on target, 0.87 XG. Come on, guys. We need to break through here. Getting a goal before half is huge. Make us feel so much better. We got nothing. We're gonna leave it late again, it looks like. Second half, we start. Scalvini dribbling forward, lost the ball. Tired legs. Gutierrez with the throw. Nicolo. Wild shot to Raimondo. I'm gonna go attacking and hope we don't get burned on the counter. Oh, great. Oh, there we go. Nice steal. Come on. Raimondo's surrounded by a bunch of purple shirts. A breakaway that did not lead to a goal. Cancellieri to Raimondo again. That should be a foul. Yeah, we are really trying to break through here. Dest now on the side. Raimondo trying to get through there. Cancellieri does a little bit of a dizzy roll. We cannot seem to break through. This is ridiculous. Come on. Throw in some encouragement at them. Come on. I don't know what else to do. Diaz the savior again. Bring on Aristizanio for Cancellieri. Aristizanio with a corner. Indica hits it over. Throw on Cavalieri, the youngster, again. We can't seem to break through, and it's super frustrating. Valentini and Rosier with a run. Wow. Are you serious? What bullshit that was. Come on. What are you idiots doing? The whole freaking game. 1.7 XG, they have 0.2 and they score on that nonsense. And we're not going to get a single goal. We're just not going to score. What a bum way to end the stream and end our streak. We were undefeated for so long. We had 6 wins on the trot. Are you kidding me? What are you doing? Oh, the game's over now. Nothing we can do at this point. Just got our asses handed to us. Raimondo gets a toe poker in to maybe salvage a draw, but we doubt it. Run that ball back, try again. Such bullshit, dude. They get 2 goals on .4. We can't get anything. We attacked the whole freaking game. Final kick. And we crucially drop points in the worst position possible. And we threw the water bottle and they deserve it because that was terrible. Are you kidding me? Drop points against Fiorentina. Why? Bunch of freaking idiots. I don't know how we couldn't do that. Like, so unfair. Well, now our league got cut to freaking 2 points from 5. Well, let's keep the disappointment rolling, huh? Let's keep doing it. Let's go see if we can finish second in the group instead of first against Lille, and then we'll end the stream there. Either end on a high or a really sour note. That's how we do it. Torn knee ligaments, and he's out for 3 months. Well, so much for complaining about playing time. He's not going to get used at all. We really end up having our first loss to freaking Fiorentina away. Home, actually. I think that was home. Even worse. It looks like we're going to have to fend off Diaz being sold in the winter window. What should you say for your players? We knew we weren't good enough. We're going to lick our wounds and come back. We haven't made any decisions yet regarding that injury. I think it's safe to say we're not going to let Raimondo lead the line this time, that's for sure. Dest is good. Where's Fiordalicio? We're going to throw you on for Gutierrez. All right, let's go do this. Throw the trust statements out. Shout some encouragement. We're playing in Europe one last time against Lille. Let's see who's going to go top of the group. After a disappointing league defeat, with the unbeaten run ending in Serie A by losing to freaking Fiorentina. Let's see if we can bounce back or get further disappointment in this game. Dest, Cancellieri, Devine, Diaz. All right, great 1-2. Tons of red. Nobody in the box yet. Goes all the way back. And Nicolo does a terrible pass. Because that's just what Nicolo does. Sometimes. Giordalicio. Devine. And that was close. It was actually kind of close. Surprisingly. Won't fault him for trying, and that happens way too often where my freaking defender just completely misses the header. David. Titas able to hold on to that one. Come on. Right now it's all Lille. One shot, none on target, no XG from Palermo. Another Lille highlight. Oh my god, they are literally just cutting us up. We have gotten nothing done. Cancellieri, the first time in his career, is on a 6-3. We're just getting outclassed and outplayed in so many ways. It's honestly embarrassing. Try to switch something up. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Maldini. Ugh. I think if we go to this narrow formation, we should be able to kind of punch through the middle. Terrible corner. We're playing like total dog shit. Specifically up front. Wide ball again by them. Scalvini, oh my lord. The fact they haven't scored is incredible. I'm going to say that and watch they'll score right here. No, Ndika will hit that clear. That's good. Diaz picks up the loose ball. I don't know what to do to fix this. Maldini and Cancellieri just come off. Maybe we put Bell up there with Cancellieri and put Aristotano behind them. That's an option. Maldini broke free, but it's a corner kick. Nothing. Yeah, I can't sit on this. We gotta do something here. So Bell's gonna come in. Oh my god, I didn't freaking reset the subs. God damn it. Well, we're gonna lose this too because I screwed up. I forgot to set the bench because it's only 8 subs, not 12. Well, if he's on side, that'd be great. And Bell comes in and gets us a goal when we needed it crucially. Great job by the other sub, Bove, to intercept that ball. We might be okay here, potentially, but it's going to be really close. Wow, that was crazy by Tito. Oh my lord! I will say my defense has somehow been so good because our offense has been terrible. Now that Bell's in, though, he's looking to make another run at a goal. And it looks like this change to Nicolo up front with Bell is alongside Diaz is going to pay some dividends, hopefully. It did once, almost did twice there. That's a foul. Bove's going to get a straight red card. Or not a card at all, I guess. Throw Riccardi in because I got nothing else I can do. You're on defend. We'll leave you there. Put Bove on as a box-to-box. Even though he's not good at it. Just in terms of the role. Wow, what a screamer by Mostafa. Jesus. And that's unfair. One of the worst times to happen. They were bound to get a goal based on the way they were playing, so... We're gonna steal this game. So they've gone narrow with 3. He can't do that, that's right. Can you play out wide? Can anybody play out wide? No. Son of a bitch. Do this. No, we gotta go this way. I want to run you as wingbacks though now. Confirm that change. We're gonna go for the win. Come on, let me shout one last time. Big ball to Diaz, and he just was on... He got through the Diaz, he was too far off to the side, couldn't get a shot. Demand more from the team. Great job there, Dest with the ball now. Riccardi. Bove. Fiordalicio. Cuts back inside to Bove. Not sure what that was for. Oh, Diaz, come on. That was the option right there to get the winning goal. Instead, we're going to go to a corner here. Nicolo, Riccardi, and they hold on to it. Are we really going to tie Lille? Dest to Diaz. Gave it away. Now they have the ball. Blocked. Come on, guys. Move on the ball. That's terrible. And we are caught out in transition, but Titas is there to hold on to it. 85 minutes now. We don't deserve to win this game, but because of what happened last game, I feel like I got FM'd last game. We should be able to sneak this one through. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Okay, big ball. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, my God. We're totally out of position. Five minutes. And it's going to go down as a draw. We went backwards, and now we're going sideways. Which means hopefully next stream we'll go forwards. I'm not happy with it. We should have won. It was embarrassing. We embarrassed ourselves. So we will barely finish top of the group, tied on 13 points with Lille. Go in the distance. Wow, what a way to end the stream. Bruising defeat and a draw. We'll get $1 million finishing first place in our league, Group H. Okay, well that's good. They expanded the youth facilities, has been completed. That's fantastic. We're gonna get right up here onto the Udinese game. And what's really bad is we put out so much effort to go top of the group there that this next game is gonna be real tough. Oh my lord, this guy's really good. Shut up and take my money. Yeah, that game took out so much. This league game that we're going to start next stream with is going to be really difficult to try to get a match-fit competitive team out there to keep our dreams alive of Champions League football next year. As we slipped up last time, and then we're going to have a major issue against Milan. Can you resolve this? Because Fiordalicio shouldn't get a new contract. He doesn't really deserve it, if I'm being honest. Yeah, he is great. Scalvini's awesome. Will your team against you to be picked with your upcoming schedule in mind? We'll see. The quality of the team will see us through, we hope. We're gonna get right up to the game before we end. We got AC Milan after that, which is going to be really hard to get points from. So we need to get the points from Udinese. We need to get that, and then we're going to end up dropping points against AC, which means we'll be knocked out of our position in third place, which kind of sucks, but we're just going to have to hope that we can grind some points out in the back half, and some other folks slip up as well. It was really crucial that we won that Fiorentina game. We lost that instead, and then we lost our buffer here. So Inter Milan will do the business, get 16 on the trot. Winning 2-1 against Lazio. We have to see what happens with Napoli, because they can also now usurp us too, or at least get within 1 point. If we fail twice here, they'll definitely be ahead. It's going to come right down to the wire. This year, I can feel it. Just like last year. Last year, we're in Season 5. Season 4 last year. Oh, hell yeah, we got Sorino. Let's see what this guy's about. Where am I? You piece of garbage. He's only 4.5 star. How? Are you kidding me? Because his motivation's 14. I thought for sure he could be a 5-star coach. A 17, 17, 17, 14, 15 is not as good as a 20, 17, 18, 15, 14. This is stupid. If he's 4.5, this guy shouldn't be 4.5. He should be 4. Now, what's his wage? 155. What am I paying this new idiot? I'm literally doubling it for no reason. Well, we're gonna get rid of one of those coaches next year. So dumb. Man, that sucks. Oh, we'll split Davis then. Nothing seems to go right. That's all right. We had a good run of form, though. We did really well till the very end. I thought about stopping this like 40 minutes ago before that Fiorentina game, and I should have. So everybody's played 16 games, it looks like, for the most part. Except for us and Juve up at the top of the table here. So Napoli are tied on 32 points. We lose twice, they're going to beat us. We need to get the points against Udinese because we're going to lose and drop points against Milan. So in our schedule, we've been doing pretty well because we had a pretty good early season. I mean, you know, we finished top of the group because we beat Lille at home and then we drew them away. And so we finished with 12 and 12 points in the Europa League group stage. And so we go through as leader of that group, so that's good for the club. We were undefeated this entire season going into December until we finally dropped points against Fiorentina in a must-win match, which was terrible. All things considered, though, we were expected to drop points against Inter Milan, but we drew that match. We were expected to lose points against Napoli, and we drew that too. So, you know, 2 for that. Maybe that's equivalent, worth it, maybe not. But, you know, we did the stream with 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 5 games in a row that we won pretty decisively across the board here. Drop points here, drew here. We're going to end it. When we come back on Thursday, we'll start with Udinese, we'll fight Milan, then we got Roma, Juve. So we've got 3 games here where we're going to drop points on every single one of them, potentially. Roma, we might be able to get some points from. Right? This is going to hurt. And then we're going to go into the January window. And then we're going to come out of the January window with the ability to get a decent string of performances together here until we hit Inter. And then we're going to have another good string here. And then at the very end of the season, the last 3 games, these are going to really suck and be brutal, especially these last 2. Roma haven't been so good this year. As we go back to the competition standings, right? Roma are down here in 11th place with 19 points. So we had this problem last year as well. The top 6 is hyper competitive. We finished 5th last year behind 4th place. It was Juve, Milan, Inter, Napoli, us, followed by Roma. And it looks like we might we should be comfortably able to stay in the top 6. I'd like to be in top 4 and get Champions League this year instead of being Europa League for the second year in a row. But we'll see what we can do. It's not going to be easy. But you can see there we've qualified first in our group. We haven't played in the Coppa Italia yet. And so we've meet the board expectations to finish to get to the first knockout round because we went through in the group. Quarterfinal minimum, we gotta win our next Coppa Italia game and then go into the quarters, which we should be able to do. League expectation top half, we're going to clearly do that. I mean, that's finishing top 10. We can easily do that. There's no question about that. I want to get into the Champions League, though. This is kind of an unrealistic expectation by the board. They're being unambitious. Finance-wise, we're doing pretty good. Our balance has been growing over time pretty steadily. So we started the year with like 58-ish. We're finally back up to that after spending a bunch in the summer. We've got 35 million sitting in the transfer budget to try to do something with it. We don't have a whole lot of payroll left. We are still cash flow positive month on month since the window. So that's all good. The club doesn't have any debt. We've got some transfer debt that's not really real. That'll go away once we don't exercise some options on some loans. We have no net debt. And we probably want to start looking at some board stuff at some point. Like, I would like to improve the training facilities and increase one of the budgets. So we'll see how that all goes. But anyway, we're going to sign off here. It's been fun. Good, almost solid 4-hour stream. We'll be back on Thursday. We're streaming Monday, Thursday, and Friday for Football Manager on Twitch. The videos will go out on YouTube afterwards. So if those of you that want to catch up, they're out there on our YouTube page. Go check that out. This video won't get posted probably until Friday. But you can check it out here on Twitch because it'll be up for a bit. And then we'll be back on Thursday evening. Check the schedule. The schedule should be up to date now because we are doing regular streaming of this save in Football Manager. Thank you all for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Have a good night, and we're going to sign off.